こんにちは。密着警察へようこそ。2020年5月、ミシガン州ハイランドパーク市警察のダミオンプレイヤー警官は、バーガーキング付近でホームレスとみられる男性に対し、過剰にテーザー銃を使用しました。
I've been leaving. You better leave now. Go ahead and tase me, do what you want to do, man. Go ahead and shoot me in my back. Do what you want to do.
So get your ass on then.
That part. Do what you like to do, brother. You supposed to be my brother, supposed to protect the sir.
I ain't your brother.
You wonder why I don't like the police?
That's good.
You why?
You why? You
why? Because you want to do that.
That's all you doing.
Know why I say that? Know why I say you? Know why I say the police? Because of you.
Come on.
You.
Come over here and do my face.
That part.
Scared.
That part.
Say in my face.
Shoot your steel. You can't fight. I bet you that.
I see you still walking though, right?
Yeah, you put your steel up. I see that too. You put that up.
Huh?
You put that
Hey,
shock.
right?
You put that shock steel up. Cause you can't fight and you whack as hell. And you go.
On you though. You still walking.
And I stick with jab.
Do it then.
You want ND out of the I don't know person.
I'm here though.
Cause I stuck you with the jab. Guess what I do after that?
Do it.
Whole trip move. You won't even see it coming. You'll be on your ground. You buff man. So you too slow. You too slow. You too slow.
Just go on about your business.
Jab.
Go on about your
A
business.
jab in the trip move, you'll be done.
Go on about your business.
A jab in the trip move, guess what you be?
Go on about your business.
You be
sissy.
done on the floor.
Your business,
Soft as
sissy.
hell. That
Sissy.
part.
Go on about your business,
Soft
sissy. Go on about your business, sissy. Sissy.
And I'll yo,
Hey, she probably.
I'll yo, and your mom.
I your child. Your.
That part. That part.
I see you still walking.
Pull your back up.
I ain't calling no back up for you.
Pull your
Ain't
back
nobody
up.
here.
Pull your yellow thing out.
And what you gonna do?
These heads. He's nasty. He's so nasty, guess what?
So you hit me?
He's so nasty, guess what?
What
You
you gonna
better cut a cold cut,
What you
a
gonna do?
whole cut, and a dance
What you
move
gonna do?
around on your dumb ass. Boy,
Watch out, young lady over there.
yeah, you better shock me. You better shock me. You better pull that yellow thing out. I see you keep reaching for it. You better reach for it. You better reach for it.
Stop, we going. Now stay down.
男性は意識を失って病院に搬送されましたが、罪には問われませんでした。当時の内部調査ではプレイヤー警官の行動は不適切と判断されましたが、彼への懲戒処分や外部機関への報告は行われませんでした。プレイヤー警官はその後、ハイランドパーク市警察を離れ、ウォーレン市警察へと移籍しました。ところが2023年6月、プレイヤー警官は移籍後に再びテーザー銃を不適切に使用します。
Open the door, you get tased. Open the door, you get tased. Open the door now, you get tased. Open the door now. You want to get tased? Your last warning. Unlock this door. This ain't right, you make. Move, I'm saying tase it. Second deployment. Just get the other hand. Stop. Loosen up your hand.
センターライン市で交通停止させたトラック運転手に対してテーザーを使用し、この事件でも被害者は罪に問われず、ウォーレン市は被害者に対して40万ドル、約6000万円の和解金を支払うことになりました。そしてプレイヤー警官はウォーレン市警察を解雇されました。2023年の事件をきっかけに、2020年に起きたハイランドパーク市でのテーザー銃事件が再び注目されました。内部で処理されていた2020年の事案が公になったことで、ウェイン郡検察庁はプレイヤー警官を 殺意のない重大な身体的危害を意図した暴行などの複数の重罪で起訴しました。プレイヤー警官は裁判で無罪を主張しています。
One police department covered up an officer's misconduct, allowing him to do it again with horrifying consequences.
Criminal charges against a former Highland Park police officer.
Felony charges stem from alleged misconduct that Highland Park officers kept quiet. It allowed the officer to join a new department where he's now facing another slew of criminal charges.
They say history doesn't repeat itself, but sometimes it rhymes.
The incident was similar. It involved a taser, it involved excessive force.
This is the story of how one police department's decision to keep an officer's misconduct quiet
You gonna hit me with the dog? Are you gonna tag me too?
allowed him to inflict even more pain just down the road.
Open the door, you get tased. Open the door, you get tased.
Case number 2500211, Damian Lamar Player.
Damian Player left the Highland Park Police Department years ago, but today, inside 30th District Court, his past came back to haunt him.
The incident that Mr. Player is charged with stems from when he was employed at the Highland Park Police Department.
Player was charged today with assault with intent to do great bodily harm less than murder, assault with a dangerous weapon, and common law offenses, all over alleged misconduct that his former department kept hidden. A man, who would be later taken to a hospital, would be charged with nothing.
Yo, wake up, man.
It's a scary situation. Someone just hit their head. It's not a situation where we should have been involved in that. It's disappointing. I mean, that individual didn't deserve that.
James McMahon was a sergeant back in 2020 and said Player's use of force warranted discipline and possible criminal charges, but that the chief at the time did not forward the case to Wayne County's prosecutor. Instead, he said Player was made a full-time firefighter with Highland Park, and later on, when another police department wanted to hire him, the city never disclosed Player's use of the taser, only reporting that he left the department in good standing.
Next, Police Officer Damian Player.
Officer Player would join the Warren Police Department, and there to pin his new badge to his chest was then Highland Park Police Chief Kevin Coney.
Hopefully I can represent the city well, my family well.
By keeping it all quiet, Player was able to join the Warren Police, and 2 years later,
Open the door now, you get tased. Open the door now.
this was Officer Player pulling his taser on a truck driver who would be pulled out of his truck and tased not once, but twice. The man was charged with nothing, but the officer's conduct was so egregious that the city of Warren paid out a $400,000 settlement barely a month later. Player and his partner were charged with assault and then fired. That incident triggered criminal charges out of Macomb County, meaning today, Player is a defendant in 2 different courtrooms for 2 different alleged assaults.
Of course, gonna end up pleading not guilty, set this matter for probable cause conference.
From what I know about Damian Player, he's not a bad police officer.
Kevin Coney told us he didn't remember almost anything about Damian Player's tasing in Highland Park, even though that's Coney responding to the scene that day where Player told him this.
Well, I ain't gonna lie, right? My heart stopped when I thought you that man.
Coney was fire chief at the time and would be appointed police chief weeks later. This July memo about Player's misconduct said he dangerously escalated the situation, causing injury to the subject of the investigation. These actions could place the city in a position of civil jeopardy and should not be brushed aside lightly, the memo said. It was made out to Kevin Coney.
You were aware of it.
Okay, that's what you say.
Your name's on the memo.
Okay, that don't mean that I knew about it was in his personnel file.
Do you read your memos?
Sometimes I do.
It recommended a 30-day suspension for Player and training in de-escalation techniques, but we couldn't find evidence he received either. The memo was never shared with Warren PD when they came to review Player's personnel file, and according to their background investigation, Chief Coney gave his officer a clean bill of health. He had no issues with Player, an investigator wrote, and there was no discipline in his file. In fact, when Player left Highland Park PD, Chief Coney reported he departed in good standing.
3 years later, he was criminally charged over the very same type of conduct that Highland Park helped to conceal.
Highland Park don't keep. Okay, if that's your word, it just wasn't dealt with.
It was never shared with the department that hired him.
Okay.
Player faces 2 felonies and up to 5 years in prison.
If this had been done correctly in Highland Park, Does Damian Player get a chance to assault a man with the Warren Police Department?
Not likely.
Well, in a statement, Warren Police told me they would have never hired Damian Player had they known what we just revealed. James McMahon became Highland Park's chief after Player left the department. He requested that an outside agency investigate Player's tasing, which ultimately led to today's charges. Through his attorney, Damian Player declined comment. He was given a $10,000 personal bond and is not allowed to leave the state or possess any weapons. Again, a not guilty plea entered on his behalf.
Hard to see that behavior repeat itself.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It cost taxpayers a fortune,
I've never had a single case resolve this quick.
triggered criminal charges,
For the record, could you state your name?
Damian Player.
and showed how ignoring police misconduct only makes it worse.
短期間で2つの警察組織にまたがり繰り返されたテーザー銃の不適切使用事件は、警察官の過剰な武力行使とそれを見逃してきた警察機関の体質が改めて批判を浴びるきっかけとなりました。この事件を通じて警察内部での処分の透明性や警察機関間での情報共有の重要性が社会的な議論となっています。絶対にテーザーや銃を撃ちたいから警官になったと思う方はいいねを。皆さんのご意見コメントでお待ちしております。これからも警察や様々な事件の動画をお届けしていくので、チャンネル登録してお待ちください。ご視聴ありがとうございました。